Uh, Ever wonder what happens when even the mightiest heroes stumble? Marvel has delivered countless blockbuster hits, but behind the success stories lie some surprising failures. Um, it's easy to focus on the wins, but sometimes the biggest lessons come from the films that didn't quite land. I mean, let's dive into the stories of Marvel movies that didn't quite capture the magic and explore what went wrong. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button if you enjoy this deep dive. Uh, Defining a flop isn't always simple. Uh, we're looking beyond just whether a movie made money. Some films might technically turn a profit, but fall far short of expectations, especially considering the massive budgets and marketing costs involved. And these aren't just financial disappointments, they represent missed opportunities and, creative risks that didn't pay off. Or let's start with Punisher Warzone 2008. Everything, um, 4 years after a previous attempt, Frank Castle returned, but this time it went even worse. Ray Stevenson stepped into the role, delivering brutal action, but audiences didn't respond. Uh, the film grossed a mere $10 million against a $35 million budget. It wasn't a bad movie, just one that didn't connect with the audience. And then there's Howard the Duck. It's a quirky adaptation of the Marvel character, executive produced by George Lucas, and there is a very it aimed for satire but missed the mark with both younger and older audiences. In that is Adulter, because I found that the Red Popular had Advocate to Die onto six, and they approached that it would be different because it's become a cult classic for its sheer oddity, but a financial failure nonetheless. The Punisher attempted a grittier take on the character, focusing on Frank Castle's origins. Um, while it earned 54 million budget, while it earned 54 million bucks on a 33 million budget, it didn't reach its full potential, and the film felt weighed down by its own seriousness, failing to fully capture the character's appeal. Jennifer Garner is set to reprise her role as Elektra in Deadpool 3, but let's not forget the awkwardness of Elektra 2005, a spin-off of Daredevil. It failed to capture the magic, grossing just over $10 million, more than its $65 million budget. It lacked the spark needed to stand on its own. That Blade Trinity 2004 marked a significant drop in quality from the previous installments. David S. Goyer took the helm, but couldn't recapture the magic of Guillermo del Toro's vision. Um, you know, despite some interesting concepts, it felt rushed and uninspired. It earned $131 million on a $65 million budget, a disappointing result for a franchise that had previously soared. Ghost Rider Spirit of Vengeance was a chaotic mess, even with Nicolas Cage's star power, but it barely broke even, earning $132 million on a $57 million budget. The film lacked the focus and coherence needed to make a lasting impression. The 2015 Fantastic Four reboot is widely considered a disaster, despite a promising cast. It failed on every level, earning $167 million on a $120 million budget. The film was visually drab and lacked the charm of previous adaptations. The Marvels became the lowest grossing movie in the MCU, despite being a follow-up to Captain Marvel and the Miss Marvel series. It failed to capture the audience's attention. It earned around $206 million against a production cost of $220 to $270 million. And some argue it suffered from superhero fatigue, while others point to a lack of cohesive storytelling. Ang Lee's Hulk 2003 has its defenders, but it didn't perform well at the box office, earning $245 million on a $137 million budget. The special effects haven't aged well, but the emotional core of the story still resonates with some viewers. Dark Phoenix 2019 was meant to be a grand finale for the X-Men franchise, but it fell flat, where X-Men is weird and you was earning $252 million on a $200 million budget. It was a disappointing end to a beloved series. The film lacked the emotional weight and satisfying conclusion that fans had hoped for. So there you have it. Look at some of Marvel's biggest blunders. It just goes to show that even the most powerful heroes can stumble, and sometimes the biggest lessons come from the failures. It's like trying to assemble the Avengers with mismatched socks. It might be entertaining, but it won't quite work. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,